Yeah, when you came here, you started your profession. How did it happen? Did you always want to become a?
I always wanted to be an actor.
Yeah.
I always wanted to be an actor. वो बचपन का सपना था. But
So, how do you look at this profession? You got a Bollywood reception.
8 years later, 9 years later, I
Hmm.
started in 2017. It is almost 2027. So 9 years later,
In between, there was COVID, so you can be excused for that.
yeah,
Yeah. So it's never too late.
I
You're
mean,
still young.
I am still young. I am still
So
young.
be positive.
I'm very positive.
Okay, today we're talking to Vedika Pinto. She's a well-known actress. She'll explain and elaborate about her journey and about her career, when she started and all about it. Over to Vedika.
ऐसे ही
Hmm.
मोनोलॉग ठीक है तो I started in where do I start from?
Yeah, when you came here, you started your profession. How did it happen? Did you always want to become a?
I always wanted to be an actor.
Yeah.
I always wanted to be an actor. वो बचपन का सपना था. But I was a really shy kid. I wasn't a confident kid. So I never had it in me to say out loud that I want to be an actor. Also because it's such a aspirational job, you know.
Hmm.
And what are the chances of you being successful at it?
Exactly.
So I never told anybody. I went to university abroad. I went to the UK and I studied politics and literature actually.
Wow, politics.
Yes, I studied politics and literature, and then after I graduated, I was like, "ठीक है, अब if I don't try it now, then when will I try it?" So then came back. I started auditioning in 2017. In 2019, I did my first music video,
Yeah.
Liggi. Then
It was quite a hit. I
it
believe.
was it went quite viral actually.
Yeah.
Till today, people refer to me as the Liggi girl.
Oh God.
That was my first identity in the industry. Yeah, then we had COVID. Then I did my first film with Neeraj Pandey, Operation Romeo.
Yes.
Then I waited a year and I did a small part in a film called Gumrah.
Gumrah. Yes.
Yes. Then I waited 3 years with a script in my hand of Nishanchi. And then we shot
Anurag
Nishanchi.
Kashyap.
Yes.
I
yes.
think he was talking about you when we met him last year.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yes.
About casting you and about Nishanchi. Anyway, so how do you look at this profession? You got a Bollywood reception. I mean,
Yes.
quite a good opening you got, and it's like dreams fulfilled. What are
With
the
which one?
expectations? I mean, obviously you've done so many things and
Yes.
then Gumrah, and yet I believe you are in discussions
Yes.
for the
Future
shows
projects,
and
yes.
future projects. So you've got an open reception. It's not easy.
No.
You didn't have any godfather. I guess.
No, I didn't have any
So
godfather.
how easy or difficult was
It's not
it?
easy. I mean, 8
Yeah.
years later, 9 years later, I
Mhm.
started in 2017. It is almost 2027. So,
Mhm.
9 years later is the first time after a Musafir Cafe where I've got audience recognition. Prior to that, because of Nishanchi, I got a lot of industry recognition just by virtue of being in an Anurag Kashyap film.
Yeah, and he makes that kind of projects.
Exactly, and also I think which worked out great for me, but there is an impression of actors in Anurag Kashyap films of them being at least decent. Ki if they're in an Anurag Kashyap movie, they'll be decent actors.
Good performance.
Good performers. And I learned a lot on that project. So I think that Nishanchi was amazing, but this is the first time in my career where I've, just to kind of simplify it a little bit, it's the first time I've tasted success.
With
With Musafir Cafe.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's not easy at all. 9 years later.
In 9 years is okay, not too much and too less, because in between there was COVID, so you can be excused for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's never too late.
I
You're
mean,
still young.
I am still young. I am still
So
young.
be positive.
I'm very positive.
Success is already on the doorstep and yet to be achieved.
Yes.
So how do you look at this success, a little bit of success?
Yes.
Just on the I can say, footsteps
Yes.
getting to the final staircase.
Yeah. But the final
How do you-
staircase is miles
That's
away.
what I said.
Yeah.
So how do you look at this tidbit also, as you
It's a
seem to be quite
stepping stone. Everything is a stepping stone.
Yeah.
Operation Romeo was a stepping
Yes.
stone. Gumrah was a stepping stone. Nishanchi was a stepping stone. Musafir is a stepping stone. I just want to always feel like I'm constantly earning it.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm also the kind of person who finds it very hard to chill. I don't know how to do that. So while there's all this recognition and love that's coming my way, I don't have any chill in me. So I'm constantly like, this is
Right,
great, but like,
yeah.
what next? What next?
Anxieties are
Yeah.
always on the topper level.
Exactly.
You know?
But that's, I
Yeah.
think, and I think that comes from a place of being ambitious and of having great aspirations for myself, you
Yeah,
know. And
exactly.
with every stepping stone, as we called it, you feel like, theek hai, I can actually get there.
Yeah.
And it just keeps enabling you to believe that one more step, and eventually I'll get to where I want.
Yeah, still time, you know, and you should always be positive. As I see, look at you as a positive girl, and it's been a blissful journey.
Yes.
Because you've been associated with Operation Romeo,
Yes,
Neeraj
yes.
Pandey, then Anurag Kashyap, then Musafir, all good ones.
Yes.
So
I'm blessed.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm so
yeah,
blessed,
It's
yeah.
been a blissful openings for you, and thus recognition is not far away from you. So
I can
anyway,
only
so-
keep my fingers crossed.
So,
Yeah.
how do you look at your journey hereafter? I know you are trying more.
Hmm.
What kind of roles are you planning to look for? Is the timing of the, scenes are more important? The number of scenes are
No,
more important?
not at all.
No, I think because
Not
you've
at
done-
all.
Yeah, it has to be a pivotal.
It has
yeah.
to. I think. To me, I've always, and the reason I wanted to become an actor is because I've always been so enamored by stories. Like my mom has a joke at home that even when I was a kid, I wouldn't eat till I was told a story. So for me, the number one thing is always the story
Story.
and what role my character would play in that story. So I think that's paramount.
Hmm.
Small role, big role,
Doesn't matter.
what does that mean? Stanislavski, one of the great acting professors,
Professor.
always said that there are no small roles. There are only small actors. So I don't believe in this big role, small role. Even Rinku in Nishanchi, if you look at screen time, it was very little screen time.
Yeah, but yet you
But quite
people took away your memories.
Oh, thank you. I'm so grateful for that. But no, I think for me, it's always about the story and it's always about my character in the story. What kind of roles I want to do, I don't want to restrict myself at all. I'd like to look back. So now I'm meeting you for the first time today and I'll meet you multiple times. But I think that even if I meet you now, couple of years from now, I want to look back at this time frame and be like, I have a versatile range of projects, you know,
Obviously.
like roles that I've done. I just want to keep surprising myself.
Exactly.
I think that's what it's all about.
I can see that greed in you.
I'm
you know?
very greedy.
Every professionals are like, even I am very greedy. I like to keep going on and
Yeah.
on.
You
Age
can't
is just-
chill either, no?
Age is just a number. So God bless you. And if I would ask you 3-4 differences that you could, talk about the directors you worked with, Neeraj Pandey and Anurag Kashyap, because all of them are very intelligent directors.
Yes.
And you take away so much from them. So what kind of learnings and what kind of differences would you like to share to the audiences, and also the upcoming talents who would come, they will know about them.
About them.
Yeah.
So Neeraj sir was not my director. He was my first producer. But what I did learn from him, or what I did take from him, is he's the first person who told me to let go. And what it took me a while to understand really was that you cannot really perform and you cannot really explore a character if you're too focused on doing that. So I think he's the first person who told me to just take it easy. And in fact, taking it easy is way harder than you think it is. You have to very carefully allow yourself to surrender to a character and allow yourself to surrender to a story or a director in order to be able to achieve what it is that you set out to do.
Right.
Anurag, working with him was a masterclass in life, I would say. Um, he taught me a great deal about things, about filmmaking, about acting,
Mm.
but he also taught me a lot about life. I think that I was a changed person after I
Uh-huh.
worked with him. Yeah.
Mm.
Uh,
What is the takeaway about life, because that's so important,
he taught me to
especially,
accept myself
yeah, as you are,
as
and
I
keep
am.
improving,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he really gave me what I needed, what I was lacking as far as a connection with myself was concerned.
Mhm.
Like I remember there was this one day on set
Mhm.
where he was really unwell. And I was like constantly going to him, like, you haven't taken your medicine, you need to do this, you need to do that and stuff. And he got really angry with me. And then he's like, जितना प्यार तू मुझसे करती है ना अपने आप से भी किया कर. And it just kind of came like a
Jolt.
jolt, and I started crying like there and then. And those words kind of rang in my brain constantly, and I was like, damn. And it kind of opened a whole part of my brain that I hadn't like gotten into.
Yeah.
Um,
I so much connect with it, We don't have our me time.
we
We
don't
don't
give
take,
ourselves
yeah,
grace.
yeah, we don't give ourselves. So
Yeah.
anyway, continue.
So that's AK.
Mhm.
And Ruchir, I had this idea in my head that I had to keep Vedika very far away from my characters.
Obviously, otherwise that thing keeps coming,
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But Ruchir insisted that I find, for Sudha at least, that I find balance between the character and myself. So what he taught me to do was to bring little elements of myself into a character.
What are your elements? I'm so inquisitive to
It's
know.
very,
like,
it happened very organically. I think what he meant was he met me in a personal setting, obviously off camera, when we would be sitting in workshops and things like that, and there was free flowing conversation.
Mm.
I remember one day he came to me, he's like, you're very playful. He said, you're very playful, you have this charming quality. You tend to be, or you try to be endearing. That is how you are naturally. Bring that into Sudha. It might work for you. And I think it did.
It did.
I think it did. So I think that he broke that notion in my head कि वेदिका को दूर रखना है.
So always you don't need to keep yourself away.
Yeah.
In a character.
Absolutely.
That's what
And
is the learning.
And the idea is to mask it. So you're not supposed to show myself. I'm seeing how I can bring elements of myself into Sudha, into the
Sudha's,
character.
into,
Yeah.
Oh, so nice. So this has enabled your craft also,
Yes.
to be enhanced.
Yes.
So how do you look at yourself giving, how much would you like to give yourself, your craft, your talent after working with these, directors, iconic directors, I may say? How much percentage out of 100 would you like to
I'm
give
my
yourself?
biggest critic.
That's so good.
I'm my biggest critic, and
That's so
I will always find flaws in anything that I do.
Mm.
To a fault, actually, I would say, to a fault. But I do believe that it's a craft that you keep growing in. So I've got miles to go. I'm only at 10%.
Oh, so nice.
Yeah. I've
So
got miles
Vedika
to
is
go.
hardworking, guys, not hardly working.
No. I'm not hardly
So
working.
nice, So now how do you look at, you must have got huge support from your parents.
I
as
did
well,
get a lot of support from
So
my
how do
parents.
you look at this thing, support of your parents? Because usually parents never support children who want to get into the glitz and glamour world.
I wouldn't be here. You and I would not be having this conversation if it wasn't for
Touch wood.
my parents, and I'm immensely grateful for them. They really did support me, and it's been hard. It's not easy. It's not
You have to
easy.
prove yourself to
you
them
you
also.
prove myself to them is one thing, but also they are taking on. Not that they ever called me a burden or treated me like one, but it is right. Like I'm adding to their, by prolonging my career, or rather like by delaying it, because it's such an unpredictable craft.
Exactly.
I am still their responsibility at a time where I should have been independent, at a time that I should have been standing on my own 2 feet. I haven't been able to do that for the longest time. So it did require immense support from them, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them.
And also because you are a Mumbai girl.
Yeah.
So you didn't have to, go about, look for a house, pay your bills.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's
That-
such a bonus for you.
It is such a
What would you
bonus.
like to tell the outsiders, those who come here,
That I have the utmost respect for you guys. Genuinely. Like I remember telling Vikrant and Mahima this because both of them have really supported themselves. Mahima especially, she's
Mahima is
single.
your friend.
We became friends on
Musafir.
the sets, yeah. But she single-handedly looks after her home and her mom, and
Told me
Yeah,
she had to earn for
she earned for herself, and
for her parents.
and that's so inspiring to me. I had the comfort of my parents' home and food on the table every day, and I didn't worry about that, So I'm immensely grateful, and I'm immensely inspired by those that do it on their own.
So, do we consider you to be an outsider from the glitz and glamour world, or an insider?
I'm
Was
not
someone?
an insider.
You're not an insider.
No. My parents did work in the media field, but not in the film field. My dad used to make ad films.
Oh, that's okay. Great.
Yes. My mom used
Ad
to.
films are better than.
I mean, he's
films
also
in our
retired now. But
What is his name?
Back in Johnny Pinto, Famous Studios. But he
We used
retired.
to go to famous studio.
Yeah.
If I remember, Johnny naam yaad aa raha hai mujhe.
Robert J.
Because
Productions.
we used to go to famous all the time,
Yeah.
for editing, for this. Those were the days जब editing ऐसे काट के वो ऐसे थूक लगा के चिपका बड़ी बड़ी
Yeah.
machines में. And I used to be so interested in watching that.
Yeah.
If you could elaborate a little bit like
On.
about your background, family
So
background.
my dad was a ad filmmaker, and my mom worked in reality TV shows. So she used to write. She at some point she started producing, but mostly she likes to write and create.
What's her name?
Monia. She does a lot of. She did a lot
But
of.
she did do Ekta Kapoor's Balaji's?
No, she never did fiction. She only did non-fiction.
Okay.
So a lot of history shows, a lot of food shows, a lot of fashion shows.
Wow, so nice.
So I've been exposed to that world. So I've seen the industry, but it doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything. I mean, I'd love to believe that. I mean, I also
your
thought
talent, you have to excel in your self, on par with your talent, performance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish it was easier. I honestly, if I'm being really honest with you, I thought that having seen the industry or being not inside the industry, but on the parameters of the industry, it would have given me a little edge. Unfortunately,
it's
not.
always also, destiny, I think. I believe
Absolutely.
in destiny.
100%.
And you have that persona, you have that physical attributes, of being on the big screen.
Thank
Your
you.
presence is felt as it was felt, in all these things. So, how do you look at yourself in future, and what are your future projects?
Future projects.
And what kind of roles would you like to do, having done all from these kind of things? And are you not aspiring to carry a lead role on your shoulders?
I mean, of course, right? That's a
Who
dream.
wouldn't? And
Who wouldn't?
you have that this thing, persona.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, I would love to, right? Like you watch movies where you see a woman holding the film together, even in our industry, and you're like, one day I aspire to do that. So my aspirations are intact.
Yeah.
We will keep our fingers crossed and work hard till we achieve that. But for now, I told you this off camera, but I think that for me, the most exciting part of my journey right now is that I'm in a position right now where I'm reading scripts.
Wow.
I didn't have that opportunity
God bless
prior.
you.
Thank you. So that's a really exciting thing that's happening. So very soon I'll be able to tell you what I'm doing next.
Okay. What kind of scripts are you reading? Comedy, horror, romantic?
there's a lot of
And
horror.
which one will you like to take up? Horror is
There's a
very
lot
good,
of horror that I've read in the last 2
Wow.
weeks.
See, I don't know why I felt.
Yeah, and actually it's a very exciting prospect. Like a little
Very.
psychological, little horror.
Yeah.
Like it's, to me, I feel like I told you, right? I just want to keep like surprising myself. So it is exciting me a little bit,
So
the prospect.
nice.
So let's
So
see.
you're from the Millennium group, not
No.
from Gen Z, no?
I am a
In between.
millennial. I'm a millennial.
A millennial.
90s baby. Yeah.
So what would you like to conclude about millennium, if we compare to Gen Z?
what is that phrase? The millennials walked and the Gen Zs are running.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. Okay, on a concluding note, any message you would like to give to the upcoming talent, those who come from different parts of our country and internationally also?
Lage raho. That's all I'm gonna say. That it's gonna get hard and it might seem a little difficult and dejecting at times, but lage raho.
Lage raho. Thank you.